Hello again, I am Blunty, and over the past few weeks I've been accused of being a Microsoft fanboy, a sellout, a PlayStation fanboy, a Nintendo fanboy, and depending on which video people watch, they jump to a conclusion that I'm a fanboy about any particular brand they want to hate, basically. But it's not true. People with brains will know that I'm fair and even-handed as much as I can be in any given situation. I make my decisions based on the information available. I don't leap to conclusions, but we're running over old territory again for regular viewers. Now, remember how... Well, not remember how, but notice how everyone out there who wants to hate on the Xbox immediately leaps on the DRM factor, and if you're playing your games logged into your Xbox in someone else's house, you can't play offline for more than an hour until you get online, and you can't take your Xbox away with you on holiday if you've got no Wi-Fi or internet on holiday, because, you know, that's why you go on holiday, to play the same games you could play at home, right? That stupid argument besides, the armed forces, you know, when they're deployed, they often don't have internet, so they can't play their Xboxes anymore. And if you're offline for more than 24 hours in your own home, you can't play the games that you bought with your hard-earned money anymore. Well, surprisingly, it came as a great shock to me, actually, because Microsoft aren't usually the type of people who backpedal this much. But they have. Microsoft are out today, posting on their blog, that they're completely backpedaling on the whole DRM thing. So let me get this right. I'll read you what they posted here. This is from Don Matrick, posted on the Xbox blog. Don Matrick's the bigwig guy, basically. The internet connection will not be required to play offline Xbox One games. After a one-time system setup with a new Xbox One, you can play any disc-based game without ever connecting online again. So you need the internet at least once. There is no 24-hour connection requirement, and you can take your Xbox One anywhere you want and play your games just like the Xbox 360. This comes about a week after I think the same man said, well, if you're unhappy with the Xbox One having to have online, well, you can buy an Xbox 360. Fuck yeah. I think that's the same guy, isn't it, Don Matrix? He's the one that said that. One of the Xbox guys said that anyway. So about a week after they said, well, if you don't want to go online, then fuck you, buy a 360. Buy the old model. Buy the one that's out of date now. But now they've completely turned on the heels and said, well, actually, no, the Xbox One, we're changing it so you can use it exactly like your 360. You don't need online anymore, except for that one-time setup. This is a direct response to gamer outcry. So guess what? I guess the squeaky wheel does occasionally get the grease in these situations, and screaming morons online are now vindicated. Now they can scream about anything they like. And, well, when we screamed about this, you changed it, so we're going to scream about this, and you should change that too. And all games should be free, and I should only have to pay $2 to go online for the entirety of my life. And if you don't do that, I'll boycott it. That's just the mentality these people will have after being so vindicated after their vitriolic screaming and actually getting Microsoft to back down. So kind of well done on you guys, but still, I think there was a more intelligent way to go about it than some of you went about it. Oh, almost forgot to mention, the same goes for used games, lending games, borrowing games, renting games. All that has been reversed. Apparently now you can do it exactly like it was on the Xbox 360. No limitations or no extra limitations and stuff. I suppose publishers could still do the online pass thing if they're possibly stupid enough to do so. Even EA reversed on that, and they're like the worst company in the world for like how many? 3 years running now? 4 years running? My team and I have heard directly from many of you, read your comments and listened to your feedback. I would like to take the opportunity today to thank you for your assistance in helping us to reshape the future of Xbox One. So now he's thanking you guys for giving Microsoft the ass kicking of their life. Thank you. We needed a good kick up the bum. Actually, I've got to give him props for that, you know. If he'd said those words, thank you for kicking our teeth in, now we realise how apocalyptically stupid we were being, and we're eating some crow, and we're not quite as arrogant as we were 2 weeks ago. Thanks for the reminder that we are, in fact, dick faces. People and previous fans of Xbox, please buy our stuff. We changed our mind. Please buy our stuff. Give us money. However, these new, gentler, friendlier policies do affect some of the features they were advertising previously. For example, these changes will impact some of the scenarios we previously announced on the Xbox One. So, like being able to play without your disc, for example. Because if they can't check online that you haven't given your disc to someone else, then obviously you're going to have the disc to play it. So, in backing down on the DRM thing, they're removing convenience away, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. I was kind of looking forward to that whole discless play thing, because the online thing would never affect me personally, because I'm always online anyway, or at least my Xbox is, and all the things in my home are. So it wasn't really, personally speaking, I was looking forward to that diskless play thing, being able to switch games around without having to go to my shelf and hunt the disc and eject the thing and switch it out and then load it up. And but these are the prices we pay for freedom and not being punished for going offline for 24 hours, no matter whose fault that is, whether it's your internet service provider or the... can we just stop on this? There are a few other videos that I mentioned and talked about this issue, and I said, well, I don't think it'll be a huge issue in the real world. And a bunch of people were like, literally, this is the comment they left. More than a few people left this comment. What if my power goes out? I can't get online if my power's out. Yeah, well, you can't boot up your TV or your Xbox when the power's out anyway, you fucking retards. And the people who are saying, well, I can't take it on holiday anymore. And again, like I started out, why would you want to take your big console on a holiday? Isn't the point of the holiday to go somewhere different and do different things and just, break routine and have some fun somewhere? But anyway. So the real question becomes, what are Xbox haters going to whine about now? Because they can't hate on the DRM anymore. They've completely backtracked on that. So, and that was the backbone of all the hate of the Xbox One. Initially, the DRM, I'm going to PlayStation because they're much fairer about the DRM and the way they implement it, and Kinect's going to spy on you, but well, it turns out you can turn Kinect off completely in the systems. You can pause it, they call it, which means the camera isn't on, the microphone's not listening, even when it's off. It's not listening for Xbox One, and someone can't shut your game down by walking through the room going Xbox off, that kind of stuff. So yeah, you still have to have it plugged in. But you can hide it behind your TV if you're really paranoid about the camera spying on you, even when it's supposedly off. So yeah, what's the next round of fanboy arguments is my basic question here, now that the DRM thing is out of the window. What's next? What are you going to hate on next? Well, there is still the power thing, I guess. A lot of people out there have been arguing. I've seen this endlessly over the last few days in particular. Apparently somewhere published a blog on this, and everyone's sort of copying, pasting it into YouTube comments now, thinking, I'm smart because I know this stuff, where they've just copied it from a blog or something, about how fast the 360, the Xbox One RAM is compared to the PlayStation 4's RAM, and how much there is in it, and how much system speed it takes up, and whether it's system RAM or graphics RAM. And you know what? We all know, real gamers, I'm not going to call us hardcore gamers, because hardcore gamers are those dickheads who screech and squeal and stuff. The real gamers have been playing, I've been playing since Atari 2600 all of my life. I was playing video games before I could ride a bike, for crying out loud. Real gamers know that power doesn't automatically equal a better gaming experience. It's just that simple. And this isn't really the time or place to get into that, but I can go through gaming history and point out time and time and time again where a less powerful system has had better games on it, has been more popular, has sold better, has had a wider variety of exclusive must-own titles than a competing system which, on paper, looks more powerful. So those of you using the power argument to directly compare the Xbox One to the PlayStation 4 and saying, well, PlayStation 4 is automatically better because it has faster RAM, it's nonsense, basically. I still believe, by the way, that the PlayStation 4 will be the system of choice in the next generation. We'll have to wait and see till they're actually out on shelves and in people's hands and we're playing games and stuff on them. But at the moment, as things stand, even with its DRM reversal, I still believe the PlayStation 4 is going to be the way to go. But we'll see. I'm interested to see how the fanboy arguments roll out from here on in. Anyway, I am Blunty. This has been an impromptu video about video game news, which I don't usually do. Maybe I'll do more of if this gets a decent response. I don't know. I just woke up this morning to the news and I thought, I need to make a video about that because it's been a big issue on like 5 other videos I've published in the last couple of weeks. So anyway, I am Blunty. Thanks for watching. I will catch you next time. For those of you watching me for more camera gear, yes, there is more camera reviews coming. It's just there's been a lot of video game news in this past few weeks. You understand, right? But I've got some interesting accessories coming. Anyway, I said goodbye. I have to go. Bye.